to my channel. Today's video is going to be my first makeup tutorial in an obscenely long time. I have promised you guys to finish up my all about eyeshadow video series, but I thought that I would break up all the talking videos with a little bit more of a tutorial, and I've actually tried to film this video in the past, but it just did not work out. So fingers crossed, all systems are go today. It's a really fun party purple smoky eye, and I think a purple smoky eye, if anyone's gonna mess with color, it kind of tends to be purple. I would just tell you, if you're going to attempt to do purple for the first time, A, make sure you blend like your life depends on it, and B, I would gravitate more towards like grape kind of bright purples, because if you tend to go with more cool toned ashier purples, they look really bruised like on the eye. There is a time and a place for those kind of colors in an eye look, but if you're going for something really fun and bright and you're not used to working with purples, the more of a kind of purpley pink magenta undertone purple you have, the more flattering it's probably going to be. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you have not, and check the down bar for links to all of my social media platforms, including my Snapchat and my blog. I hope you're having an amazing day. I love you more than you'll ever know. Bye!
Alright guys, as usual, we are starting off with priming the eyes, and today I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot all over the lid from lash line to brow. I say it in every video, there's nothing more important than priming your eyes when it comes to the overall appearance of your eyeshadow application. Get ready for a lot of mess ups. It's my first time filming a voiceover in forever. Then this new thing I've been trying, which is taking a little bit of concealer that is lighter than your foundation. Obviously, this is not the same color of my face or lighter than my face, but my foundation goes on, it will all come together. Anyway, put a little bit underneath your brow, especially where you're going to put your brow highlight later. It will make it a lot brighter, and it actually makes it really hard to take your colors up too high, which is very important in a polished overall eyeshadow look. Now I'm going in with Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek on a fluffy E40 brush from Sigma, from inner corner to outer corner of the eye. Take your time and build this color up. Really, any neutral color will work, but I do like the little bit of the orange that this color has when it comes to blending in purples into it. I think it does a beautiful job. It makes a nice seamless transition from the purples to your brow bone. It blends out beautiful. It's just probably my favorite transition color when it comes to using bright colors. Now I'm taking Vibrant Grape from MAC. This is kind of a shimmery color, and typically I would not put a shimmer up in my crease like this, but it will make blending in all the darker, more vibrant, bright colors that we're going to go in with a lot easier. So just a fun trick, whenever you're working with bright colors, if you throw a slightly shimmery shade up there before you add the bulk of your color family onto the lid, it will just make everything seamless, blend out immaculately. It's just, it'll change your life. Just give it a whirl. Then I'm going to go in and just blend the Peach Smoothie and the Vibrant Grape together. Yep, here we go. Now I'm going in with Poison Plum from Sugar Pill, and I'm poking this in the outer corner of the eye because we are adding the most depth of this color onto the outer corner of our eye, because it is pop quiz. You guessed it, a cat eye. I talked all about this stuff in my eyeshadow brush video, which I will mention a lot in this video, and I will also link it down below. Build this up to the intensity that you want it to be. I really went in there. I want it to be bold and bright and beautiful, but you do what you want. Then I'm going in with Fig 1 from MAC. It's a really dark purple color to further add the depth and dimension to the outer corner of the eye. You can also use Sketch, or you could just use black, but I really like this one because it goes with that grapey, pretty fun berry color look. Now I'm adding Stars and Rockets all over the lid with a flat shader brush. This is from MAC. It's 242, I believe, and it's wet with a little bit of Fix Plus. I like this look with just the Stars and Rockets on it, but obviously I'm going to add something later. But just so you know, if all you have is Stars and Rockets, this still looks really pretty. I do wear it like this sometimes, but I just wanted to really bring it and make it party appropriate. So I'm taking the MAC Pressed Pigment in Amethyst. I depotted all my pressed pigments because I feel like they actually give better pigmentation when they're like this. But yeah, I just wet my brush with more Fix Plus and then pressed that Amethyst all over the lid. You can see it just makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more sparkly, and I think the contrast of that kind of lighter purple color with the rest of the darker ones really takes it to the next level. And then I clean up my mess with a little cotton round covered in some eye makeup remover. Big secret in your eyeshadow is you don't have to do it perfectly, because you can always clean it up later to make the shape fit your eye correctly. Then I'm going to go in with some Shroom highlighter. Actually, it's just a regular eyeshadow, but it's going to be my highlight on my brow bone with a little Sigma brush that I talked about in my eyeshadow video, just to bring some arch and depth to that brow. Did my eyeliner off camera, and now I'm going in with some black eyeshadow and pressing that in the very outer corner. This is optional, but it does bring some more depth. Going to curl the lashes, apply some mascara, a tight line. That's not in the video, but I did it. I do all these things before I do flash lashes, and today I used Goddess lashes from KOKO lashes. They're beautiful, they're long, they're dramatic, they're fun. You can skip it. Now I'm going to prime the skin with Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. My skin might look like crap to you, but it's come a long way in the past year, so I'm showing it off. Barefaced beauty, baby. Now I'm going in with the Immaculent Powder Foundation from Hourglass mixed with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal because I like the matte texture that this gives me in the summer months, but if you add a little bit of a shimmery highlight to this matte foundation, it gives it still a little bit of a glow so it's not so flat looking on the skin. Now I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer all underneath the eye. I will also put that down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and on my forehead. If you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know this, but I just posted a very in-depth highlighting and contouring routine video on my channel, which I will link down below. But no matter what happens, I do this step. Especially when we're doing something this bright and fun, you need to bring some structure to the face. It's going to make your eyeshadow look a lot more cleaner. Really, Whitney? A lot more clean. It's much more flattering. It photographs beautifully. It's just my preferred method. Now I'm going in with the Lorac Pro Contour Kit in the beige shade, and I'm pressing this all underneath my eyes and on my nose, chin, forehead, cupid's bow, all the places that I highlighted with that concealer to keep those areas bright, matte, and not moving because I am oily. Then I'm going to smoke up my bottom lash line, which obviously you do not have to do, but I do it in every video because I think it really rounds out the eye and it really, really brings that fun and the pop of color to the rest of the face so it's not only hidden by your lashes and your lid. So I always put down the first color I went in with, in this case, was Peach Smoothie, and then I'm running a little bit of that Poison Plum color with a smudgy brush from Sigma, and then I took some of that Fig One with a smaller brush to push that color even closer to the lash line so we have a gradient effect of Peach Smoothie, Poison Plum, and Fig One. It brings a lot of depth, a lot of openness, it's sexy, it's smoky, it's good times. Give it a try. Now I'm adding some black eyeliner. Don't have to do this, but I really like the way colorful smoky eyes look when you have like all the color coming outwards, but there's a lot of depth and darkness towards your lash line. I don't know if that made any sense. By the way, I think I've said depth like 20 times. Put some Shroom in the inner corners of my eyes, and now I'm mascaring the bottom lashes. I'm sorry this video is becoming really, really rushed, you guys. I did not intend for that to be the case, but hopefully you're keeping up. And that's the finished eye look. Now we're moving on to bronzer, and in this case I am using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer and a Sigma contour brush. I use bronzer to not only bring warmth to my face because my body tends to be really, really dark compared to my actual skin tone, but I also use it as a transition color for my contour so that my contour has something to blend into and it's a little bit more soft looking. And I use the Lorac Pro Contour palette, and I use the medium contour color to do this with. I contour the backs of my cheeks, my jawline, my chin, my forehead, and then I go in with a fluffier brush from Sigma just to blend everything together. Your face is no different than your eyes. You need to blend that ish out, girl. Anyway, now I'm cooking my contour. Once again, if you have questions about this, check the down bar for the link to my contour and highlighting video. But basically, the point of this is to make sure my contour is sharp and doesn't draw too much far down my face because that defeats the purpose. And I typically let my contour cook whilst I contour my nose. I do not contour my nose because I don't like my nose. I contour my nose because the rest of my face is contoured, and if the center of my face is just flat, it looks kind of weird. Now I'm going to wipe away that contour highlighting cooking powder with a powder brush just to make it a little bit softer. We do not leave that cooking powder. Do not leave the cooking powder. Now I'm adding blush. Warm Soul is the choice for the day because it's neutral, it's a little bit warm, it's not too cool. You don't want to go with a lot of cool tones on the rest of the face when you're using such bright, cool toned, very kind of rainbowy colors. Too much cool on the face with bright colors I think is very aging. It's not cute. Then I'm using Mercier Highlighter 01 to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I will take it around my temple. I will also put a little bit of it on the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and sometimes when I'm feeling squirrely, I'll put a little bit on my chin as well. Now I'm going to line my lips with Nice and Spicy lip liner from MAC. I chose this lip combo I'm about to go in with. There's that hiccup, you knew it was coming. because I wanted something neutral, not too nude, but not too pink. So I feel like this is a really good option for that. And for lipstick, I chose Raquel from NARS. And then for lip gloss, I actually ended up using Patience Please from MAC, but it got cut out of the video. I love you guys. I hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Done a highlighting and contouring video in a really long time. I think it's been like well over a year, and I've definitely learned a lot along the way, and I wanted to share with you guys the new tips, tricks, products.